See, they don't want you to know this information because they got to keep you down here because they don't play on keeping you up here. Why? Why are you going to let the people be up here and they can't run a system no more? Praise off of your fear. That praise off of, oh, you're lacking and you don't have enough. So you always want to make sure that you understand artificial scarcity. I'm here in Chiang Mai, Thailand. I moved here back in 2024 and I wanted to leave America so I can get data sets, so I can pick up information that I wasn't getting in America. So, for a man to gain much wisdom, he must separate himself. Also, a man who travels gains much wisdom. So, I was going off of those principles, and that's what made me want to get uncomfortable and come out here and see what's going on. And ever since, I just been traveling the whole world trying to pick up on data sets. One of the things that I did learn on my travels so far is artificial scarcity. Artificial scarcity, the deliberate limitation of resources or goods despite the existence of significant capacity to produce or to share them, often to drive up prices, create a sense of urgency or demand. So, artificial scarcity is a tactic that these corporations and companies and individuals like to use on each other to put fear tactics on us so we can't go out and achieve the things that we want to achieve, or we are so in much fear of lack that we don't think we're ever going to have anything. So, for one example, is being tied to a 9 to 5 job, thinking that you're never going to make money again, thinking that this little bit of money that you have, it has to stretch and last a long time. And people like to put these fear tactics on each other so they can't thrive and reach more high level success. Because one of the things that the big players don't tell us is they make things hard for us to understand so we can't gain an edge and get higher in life. So why do you think finances is hard? Why do you think being a doctor is hard in America? Why do you think, the food is not the best and we're getting sick? Because to understand the game, you first need to understand the rules and how to play that game. And that's my journey. That's what I'm coming on here doing as I'm traveling around country to country. I'm trying to learn the rules to the game because you can't beat the game if you don't understand the rules or if you don't know how to play the game. And that's all I see is a lot of us trying to beat the game and we don't even know how the game works. So that's what I learned on my travels so far. I'm going to continue to travel more. I'm going to continue to pick up all this information and I'm going to give it back to my people. That's the best I can do is travel as much as I can, gain as much wisdom, gain as much insights, and give it back to my people. And that's what I'm going to do for you guys. The machine that's running the system is making us fear that we're going to have less and we're going to lack less, then we're always going to be down here. But once we can let go and understand that everything's artificial, just like artificial intelligence, then we can understand how to move more freely out here in this world. There's enough abundance out here in this world for all of us to live happy and to have all the resources. You shouldn't be out here lacking anything. And always remember, when you're ready to make something happen or a dream, just remember, artificial scarcity is the thing that's keeping you back. You're not lacking nothing because in God, in Jesus Christ, you have everything. So always remember that. Keep a relationship with God and try not to play in your emotions on this artificial scarcity. Peace and blessings.